Hi, church. How are you? Welcome to another day of devotionals. My name is Lumumba, and today I am joined by a very special guest.
Hi, I'm Taylor.
Taylor is my fiance, and I'm excited to introduce you all to her. In fact, some of you already know her. She's preached at Shrine 9 in Atlanta and have just been excited to share her with the church and to share the church with her. But I've actually asked her to join me today, and I want us to talk about community and thinking about what community means. A lot of us, we grew up in a community, and sometimes we go off into different places. So as you all know, I'm from Houston, and I'm staying up here in Boston right now. Taylor, where are you from?
I am from South Carolina.
South Carolina. And so this is not South Carolina. We're in Massachusetts right now. And so as we think about community, sometimes that notion expands. And so I just wanted to ask you, what does community mean to you?
So to me, community is a place where I feel like I belong, where I feel like I'm accepted and affirmed and uplifted. A place where I'm comfortable just being who I am and don't have to question whether or not people care about me because I know that they care. And it's also a place that I always want to get back to and pour my energy into. So I think that's community for me.
And so how do you connect with people that you feel community with, even when you're not there with them in person?
Yeah, that's a good question. So for me, it's funny because I love words. So I try to stay in communication with my community. And that looks different, especially now. I think that FaceTime has really been wonderful. I can just FaceTime people that I care about, phone calls. I'm not the best texter, but even text messages to check in, scheduling one-on-one time virtually via Zoom. I feel like those things have been very important for me, and especially during this time, that's how I stay connected with people who I feel are a part of my community.
Yeah. And those connections are so important. I think about our church and being able to watch every week virtually, being able to just see what's going on, because we really are a church that's everywhere. And even if you're not in the city where a church is, even right now with COVID, we're all kind of attending it virtually. But even once this ends, we are all together and we can all maintain community like that. I see a lot of you on Facebook, on social media. Yeah. And the thing I want us to be thinking about right now, I guess, to take from this is that we have agency in continuing to be able to create community, to develop the community. So sometimes you just never know, right? You get that text from somebody, you get that wall post from somebody, that call from somebody, and it really brightens up your day. Yeah. And it could just be to say, I love you. It could just be to say, hey, let's keep working on this together. It could be to say, hey, I remember where you were 15 years ago and I'm proud of you right now.
So even bringing it back to the church, and thinking about community and what that means to be a community. I think about how my community is where I am, but my community is also the Black community. My community is also a community of believers like myself and those around the world, period. And so I think that it's interesting to think about ways to continue to pour into our communities, even now we're not together physically, and how that can look as well.
Yeah. That pouring in is so important. Right? That just really being, it's like there's community, there's also being in community. Yeah. And so how can we pour it into each other today? Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Taylor.
You're welcome.
Yeah, take care.